right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead,
he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I wonder if someone's down there checking with the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football, running the playoffs. All the pressure reverts to the quarterback. And he really in order for his team to win.
This could just not have started any better for them. They'll get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback...
And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile quarterback. 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners?
There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. And a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. An extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Well, we're talking a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ramsey. Now he's flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Taylor now returning it. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. Got to allow the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Ramsey. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Rodgers. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Ramsey over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! Will Dissly from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a first down carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown!
Again, it's the one where you get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is formidable.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Ramsey. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ramsey. And it's a fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. They're thinking.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Juwan Winfrey, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they hold on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the
in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
These are records there, folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Give to Walker on the read option. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground in this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. From the gun on third down, Ramsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On first down, Ramsey. Throw out wide to Walker. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Ramsey. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Ramsey. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training. For the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the counter, here's Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one goes for 8 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. The Green Bay